So today I'm going to do a very simple dark chocolate mousse, fresh strawberries, and finish with some delicious Avonmore cream. Dark chocolate, 2 eggs, lovely Avonmore single cream, and fresh strawberries. First of all, I want to make a sabayon, which is basically, I'm going to use a whole egg and an egg white. And just whisk it over a pot of boiling water, okay? We call that a bain-marie, basically. So it's boiling water, rapidly boiling. In a bowl, crack 1 single egg. One egg yolk as well. Just strain off the white. And in there you want to put like a tablespoon of water, okay? And the water is just going to, one, stop it from turning into scrambled eggs or omelette, and also it'll help it foam up. It's just a tablespoon of water, in it goes. And then you whisk it. So you want to whisk this till it comes up about, it'll come up about 2 or 3 times its volume, and the egg will start to set. Another bowl on top of boiling water, and then pour your chocolate in on top, and just let your chocolate melt nice and slowly. What you want to look for is basically that it holds a figure of 8 when it's set at the end after you whisk it. So when you hold your whisk over the top, you run it and it should set. So it needs a little bit more, it's not quite set there. So that's it now, ready to go. As you can see, when you pop a spoon into the top, that's the best way to do it. Spoon it over the top, and it should hold, slightly just hold its shape on the top. As you can see, it doesn't go into it straight away. It takes a couple of seconds for the actual egg to dissolve back in. So it's sort of holding a ribbon effect, called the ribbon stage. So when it's at that, then you know your egg is cooked. Your chocolate then, come back to your chocolate, just stir it around. You can take it off the heat now. There's enough heat in that now, residual heat in it, that the chocolate will keep on dissolving. So I'll take it off. So once your chocolate is completely dissolved, no lumps, it's running smooth, that's ready to go. And then all you have to do then is, you fold your chocolate into your sabayon. Mix it all together with that sabayon. So now when it's all mixed, you'll see it'll go quite thick, okay? It's quite stodgy and a thick mass. And that's basically the hot chocolate with the egg sort of congeals together, okay? And that's our base. But what we want to do that now, we want to let that cool down. And it doesn't have to go cold, because if it's cold, it's going to be very hard to fold in our cream in the end. But you want it cold enough that when you put in your whipped cream, your cream doesn't dissolve. So you just take it off the heat, leave it to one side there. It'll take 10-15 minutes. And whilst that's cooling down, I'm going to whip the cream. I have some lovely Avonmore, this is just single cream, okay? You want 175 mils of cream. So, that's it. Pour it in, and then just whisk it, and you want to whisk it to soft peaks. So the thing with whisking, and I suppose here's a good little tip, is when people generally, when they whisk, you know, at home, you go around in circles like this, and the whole objective of whisking is to create as much air as possible into the cream to aerate it. Whisk nice and fast, going backwards and forwards, and don't chase the cream around the bowl. And then by doing that, you'll find you can nearly whip cream as quick as the machine, you know. So it's important you don't over whisk it, because if you over whisk and it's overly whipped, when you're folding it through your chocolate, it can go quite grainy and quite bitter. So just as it starts to set into soft peaks, that's exactly it. Now, if you want a quick version and to save you a bit of time, save your arm hurting you if you're in a hurry, a great alternative is the ready whipped cream. It takes a lot of the mess, a lot of the hassle out of it, a lot of the whisking out. If you don't have the right equipment, you can do this dessert very simply with just a bowl, chocolate, away you go, fold in your whipped cream, and it's a great, great product. Cream's whipped, your chocolate and sabayon has cooled down a little bit. All you want to do is just literally touch with your finger to find out. If it's slightly warm, if it's tepid, that's fine. It's just if it's really hot, then your whipped cream is going to dissolve into it. So once it's slightly tepid, that's fine, or cold. You don't want to get it overly cold, let it go too, because it'll be too set, and then you'll find it difficult to whip it, okay? And then all we have to do then is fold in your cream into your chocolate base. So I always, when I'm doing any sort of making of mousses, I generally do it in 3 stages. It's just a habit I have, okay? So what I'll do here with the cream, the first third of cream, I'll pop in, I'll whisk it in, and this will loosen up all the chocolate, okay? So I'll just lightly whisk it. I won't overly do it, because I don't want to knock the air out of the cream, but I'll just start the process of the cream mixing in with the chocolate. And once I find you have that first third of cream in, then it's very, very easy to fold the rest in. So I get rid of the whisk then, and then I go back to the spatula. Because if you over whisk the cream in with the chocolate, you'll knock all the air out of it and you'll have a much denser mousse, okay? So Once I've got the first stage in, then from here then, I get the second part, and then I just fold it in. So to fold it, you want to gently just roll it over. Don't beat it too vigorously, just keep gently fold the cream through. And you keep on folding it until you notice no white streaks anymore. So all the white streaks, so all your cream is thoroughly mixed through your mousse. Okay, when that's mixed through and you're happy there's no streaks in it, you add your final quantity of cream and then fold this all back through again. Don't overbeat it. You know, when we're doing this in the kitchen, we'd be joking saying, you know, give it the love. The more love you give it, the lighter the mousse it'll be, the nicer mouthfeel it'll have, and it'll be, you know, it's just the way a mousse should be, you know. So now once that's all mixed together, you have a lovely light chocolate mousse. Then you just pop it into a piping bag or straight into your serving dish. Depends what way you're serving. For me, I'm going to put it in a piping bag and then I'm going to pipe it into each individual glass. So you can have them all ready made before your guests or before your whoever you're doing these for, even if maybe it's for yourself. You can have them all ready made, set in the fridge, ready to go. So it's stress-free cooking. So open up your bag, fold your edges down, okay, so you keep your edges nice and clean. And then just spoon your mousse in. And if you have your hand up the bag like that, you can actually use it to squeeze the top of your spatula so mousse isn't falling all over the bench. Now that that's in, what I do, quite simply, once your bag's sealed, it's not open, I swing the bag around. So I basically spin it around, that gets the mousse down to the base of the bag and gets rid of any air bubbles that you've trapped in it. Like so. So all the mousse has gone down to the base of the bag and you've no air bubbles trapped inside it. If you just tighten up your bag, you can pipe it directly into your glass now, or you can leave it in that state and just pop it into your fridge. I'm serving it with strawberries today. You can use any fruit, you can use raspberries, you can use any soft berries, okay, whatever you like. I like strawberries and chocolate, you know, perfect ingredients together. So take the tops off, okay, where they're gone a little bit green, okay, I don't want that. And then for me, first of all, I'm just going to slice them, okay, so I'm just going to do some thin slices. So as I said, you don't have to do this is just something to make it look a little bit fancy, a bit restaurant-y, okay, so I'll just slice thin slices of strawberry. So now to serve it, I'm going to serve it in a martini glass just to make it a little bit fancy, a little bit restaurant-y, okay? You have your pre-sliced strawberries. You can arrange your strawberries against the side of your glass. So you just pop the strawberry into the side of your glass. Cut the top of the bag off your mousse. You want to put a nice big hole in, okay? So if the hole in your bag is too small, you'll end up squeezing all the air out of your mousse, you're piping it in. So a nice big hole in the bag. And then literally pipe your mousse into the centre. Okay, all the way around. And then once you have your mousse in your glass with your strawberries, then all I'm going to do then is just get some more strawberries, cut them up and just sprinkle them over the top. Sprinkle a few of them over the top. Just add a little bit more fruit, a little bit more depth to it. And to finish it off then, I'm just going to put a little sprig of mint, just to give another little colour, another little dimension to it. There you have a very simple chocolate mousse with fresh strawberries. Pop your mousse right in the centre of your plate. It just makes it look that little bit nicer, that little bit more restaurant-y. And there you have a simple chocolate mousse.